Man, got to be kidding. See, this don't make no sense right here. That's it. That's it. That's just it. That's it. Man, I'm done. I'm done. That is it. I give up. That's the end of this.
Infinit Ryda.
Feels good to be out. Feels good to be out. What's up, Ryder? There's so many reasons that a new rider would choose to stop riding a motorcycle or not want to ride a motorcycle anymore. And we're going to talk about a few of those today. Do you see this fool just came ripping through the circle? You ain't even allowed to do that, bruh. These people nowadays, I swears, they be on some otherness. So I'm not going to even wait to get into it. Let's talk about it. So one thing that would potentially stop a new rider from wanting to ride a motorcycle or continue riding a motorcycle is something that can happen right when you're learning, right there in the beginning, as soon as you start off, which is having the wrong instructor or teacher or person that's showing you how to ride. Because let's say you have someone that's very impatient. They're not going to take the time to actually teach you how to ride, which is kind of like me. I don't have the most patience. I've been told that multiple times from Miss Ryda when I was trying to teach her how to ride a bike. But if you got someone that doesn't have patience trying to teach you how to ride, and you have no experience with like a manual transmission or motorcycles in general, then it's going to be a rough experience, and it may discourage you from wanting to learn how to ride. Don't let that discourage you. What you do is you go take an MSF course. You know, those people are trained to be patient. They're trained to instruct and coach and mentor you on how to ride a motorcycle, and that will help. And that will help reduce that frustration of dealing with someone that doesn't have the patience to teach you how to ride. Another thing that may hinder you or discourage you from wanting to ride a motorcycle is the wrong bike. And there's two ways it could be the wrong bike. One way is you could just have a bad experience with your first motorcycle. As far as it having issues, you know, it could be cutting off on you. It could have some problems wrong with the mechanics of it that make it more difficult for you to learn how to ride on. Or it could be a situation where one of your friends or your buddies or someone who swears they know everything about motorcycles, they know what's the best beginner bike for you to ride, and they're picking your bike for you. If you let someone else make the decision on which motorcycle you get, then most likely it's not going to be the right bike for you. You got to decide. You got to go sit on those bikes. You got to do some research and do as much research as possible. You know, most motorcycles are all over YouTube. There's reviews of probably every single motorcycle there is. I have reviews on this channel of every single Harley-Davidson there is. So check out some reviews before you make your decision on which motorcycle you're going to pick up. Because if you pick up the wrong bike, that can completely turn you away from wanting to ride a motorcycle. Another thing, which this is one that really pisses me off, which is those people who find out you're about to start learning to ride a motorcycle or you already ride a motorcycle, and they come up to you with those stories. You know how it always starts off. Oh my God, you ride a motorcycle? That is so unsafe. This happened to this person and this is what happened. Completely tune them out. As soon as you hear that, oh my God, that's so unsafe, or oh my God, that's so dangerous, tune them out. Those type of stories can definitely discourage someone who hasn't experienced riding a motorcycle or is already skeptical about it as it is, to wanting to continue to ride or learn to ride. Like, just completely tune them people out. How come people don't never walk up to you and come up with a story like, oh, you ride a motorcycle? Man, that's amazing. I done seen so many things while I was out riding motorcycles. My friends told me they have explored and they've seen things in a different view and different light from being on a motorcycle than being in a car. Why don't we never hear them type of stories? So if you're one of them people who sit up there and tell them horror stories, stop it. Stop discouraging our two-wheel nation. Another thing that can discourage some people is finding someone to ride with. And you know, sometimes I have that issue because I don't have a lot of people to ride with. You see Most of the time I'm out here solo. I'm a soloist, but there's nothing wrong with being a soloist. I'm out here riding all the time and I have fun by myself. Trust and believe, baby. It feels so good to be out here on Harley, man. I swear, when I don't ride her for a little while and then I come back out, like, she just puts a smile on my face. And I don't know what it is about this bike. Like, I love this thing. Woo! Then there's that situation of having, and this is kind of back to what I already discussed, having motorcycle issues, like as far as you getting out there and riding and your bike keeps failing on you and it stops somewhere and you have to have it get towed or get pushed or something like that. Like, that can be extremely discouraging. You want to make sure that you're picking up a bike that's quality, for one, that it's a good running bike. It doesn't have to be brand new. If you could get a brand new bike, thumbs up, do it. You know, you'll have a warranty, you won't have as many issues, and there's plenty of different styles of new bikes that you can get for like that $5,000 price range, if not under, such as the Z125 Pro, the SSR Razkull is under that price range, Groms are, and there's also some other like 300 class naked bikes and things like that that you can get for under that price range. But if you have your eye on a certain bike and you can only afford the pre-owned one, don't be afraid of it. Get the pre-owned motorcycle. Just make sure you take someone with you that's familiar with the mechanics, or if it's a good running bike, so you don't, you know, end up getting screwed. Which is going to bring me into the next thing that can discourage a new rider from riding, and that's the cost associated with riding a motorcycle. Yes, it can get expensive, but it doesn't have to be. It just depends on you, how much money you want to dump into your bike. Sometimes the cost will stray someone away from riding a motorcycle. They're like, it's too expensive. Well, trust me, it's way more expensive to drive a car than ride a motorcycle. Let me have y'all comment down below on some other things that may potentially discourage someone who already ride or has been riding for a while, or that's a new rider, from wanting to continue riding a motorcycle. That's the only way we get to pass that discouraging time, or people being discouraged. I've never been down here from riding a motorcycle, is by talking about it and giving people our stories and feedback and things that's happened with us. Nothing much down here. I mean, I even get discouraged at times. There's instances where I get discouraged from putting out or making a YouTube video, but you know, you got to overcome that. You got to just push through it, and the end result is so much better than just giving up. Because if I would have given up making YouTube videos, or if I would have given up, did I just squeeze my titty? I think I did. I don't know why I randomly squoze. Is that a word? Squoze, squeeze? I don't know why I randomly just grabbed on my titty. If I would have given up riding a motorcycle or making YouTube videos, I wouldn't have had the amount of experiences I've had so far. Like, look at all the bikes I got. I love this. I love it. Like, 2 wheels. I feel like 2 wheels saved my life, because if I wasn't into motorcycles, I probably would be into something else that I ain't got no business being into. Not nothing terribly horrible. I'm not that kind of guy. Oh, I gotta do a speed run. Woo! Man, Sportsters can hug the road. These things, look at that lean angle, baby. Look at that lean angle. It's like, oh my God, I love this bike. But don't ever let anything or anybody discourage you from doing what you want to do, whether it's ride a motorcycle. Nothing. Don't let them. If you want to go jump off a building with a parachute or a rope or something, don't just do it. Bungee jumping or skydiving or something. If that's what you want to do, go do it. I ain't doing it. I ain't never doing it. But if that's what you want to do, go do it. That's what life's about. You're supposed to experience new things. You're supposed to have fun. So get out there and have fun. What the? Really? After just now talking about how so much stuff can discourage. Really, Harley? You gonna do this to me, girl? Man, got to be kidding. See, this don't make no sense right here. That's it. That's it. That's just it. That's it. Man, I'm done. I'm done. That is it. I give up. That's the end of this.
Infinit Ryda.
Now y'all know my girl ain't let me down. Come on now. Woo!